Welcome to a full day of training as a hybrid athlete. Today I have a run for half marathon prep, recovery, and then a late night soccer training. It's 7 in the morning and I have a 5-mile tempo run, first of my half marathon training prep. So let's get right into it. Almost done with the warm-up mile for this 5-mile tempo run. So that means I'm gonna be going into a fast mile at race pace, which is gonna be a little slower than 7:30 minute per mile pace. Gonna start right about.
Real quick here.
Alrighty, let's get it. Almost done with 3 miles, meaning we're going into my second and final fast mile for this first tempo run. Really gonna be aiming for that 7:30 pace for this mile. So let's get it. Last 0.4 of a mile left, and I'm left with Big Hill. Love this route. Whew. It's a wrap. Got oh, it's not gonna show it to me now. Got the 5-mile tempo run complete. Whew. Time to go eat a little food, whatever I got in my dorm room. And then recovery and mobility, some more recovery. Whew. And then more recovery, because got a late night soccer training. Whew. Let's go get some recovery. It is already noon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record after I got done with my run because my roommate was still sleeping. But anyways, I'll quick run through what I did. I had one of these Cliff Builder protein bars, 20 grams of protein, plus 24 ounces of water with some BPN electrolytes, just to help recover. Try to get rid of the fatigue as quick as possible. And then usually like a bunch of whole natural almonds. Usually have like 2 handfuls of those. I go through one of these bags of almonds pretty quick. Last week I went through one of those bags in 4 days, and that's a pound of almonds. I like my almonds, and that's really all I eat for breakfast now that I'm back at school. I got some schoolwork done and then went to my class. I only had one this morning and then I got one later. But then I went to class and then I went and got some lunch. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna go over this morning's run a little bit more in depth. Like I briefly said, it was just a 5-mile tempo run. And the way I structure my tempo runs is that the first mile is a warm-up mile. So that mile I did in a 10:04 pace. Then after that, every other mile is a fast mile. So then the second mile was a fast mile, which I did a 7:44 pace. And then a slow mile after that was 10:22. And the next fast mile was 7:34. And then the final mile of the run as a cool down mile, and I did that in a 9:18 pace for my first tempo run of the prep. It's all right. I mean, I wish those fast miles were a little faster. I just gotta do more running at race pace now, which I'm going to be doing that. I mean, so now that I did my first tempo run, every other Thursday will be a tempo run. So this week was a 5-mile tempo run. Next week will be a 10-mile run. It's the end of my club soccer season. So then I will go from running 2 times per week to probably running every weekday, either in the morning or in the afternoon when I would normally be at soccer practice. So that's what that's gonna look like. Now with that out of the way, I'm just going to get some work done on my game Infernal Antlers, which I haven't talked about in a while just because my main focus right now is YouTube. But I'm still working on that on the side. But obviously this channel is transitioned from my game dev journey to my fitness journey. But for those who watched during my game dev journey, or at least a little bit of it, I'm still doing that on the side. I just really won't highlight it really at all. So I guess I'm just gonna do that work and then I'll check in an hour or two. It is now 2:30. So I was working for a little over 2.5 hours on my game, making a new map for the game. As now got the Barcelona Champions League game on. Gotta support. But for now, I'm going to take a break from working on my game and I'm going to do some stretching and just some mobility work. So I'm ready to go for soccer training tonight, which it's a late training session, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. So, and captain said it's going to be a pretty intense training session just because probably going to be doing full 11 on 11 scrimmage, looking to see who they want for the starting lineup on Saturday for our first game. I want to be ready for that, so I'm gonna do, like I said, gonna do some mobility work while I got the game on. So that's stretching and mobility work done. I'll probably end up doing a little more, probably before and after soccer training. We'll see about after, with it being 10 o'clock when I get back. I'll probably end up just getting home, going to take a shower and going to bed right away. So I probably won't do it after soccer training. Anyways, I have 10 minutes until my alarm will go off to tell me to go to my next class, which I just have one class to go. And then after that, go get some food, and then I'll be back probably doing some more schoolwork and getting back into doing some more work on my game. So I'll see you after class. It is a lot later in the day now. It is already 6:30. After my last class, I went and got dinner and I came back and I forgot to check in with you guys, but I ended up just doing some more work on my game. But now I'm going to just take some time and play some video games with my buddies, and then I'm gonna go to soccer training, which is at 8:30, so about 2 hours till then. So it is 9:30. I totally forgot to check in before going to soccer practice. Didn't really miss much because other than playing some video games with my buddies, I didn't end up doing any more stretching and didn't really do anything at soccer training. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna go shower because we pretty much just stood around and just talked about formations and stuff like that, and a fundraiser that we're doing for the club, for the team or whatever, for our trips. So didn't do any actual training. So it was actually, I mean, it's nice for recovery after the 5-mile tempo run today, but that's I mean, I'm a little annoyed because to me, if I'm not going out there and getting getting touches on the ball, for me, it kind of feels like a waste. But anyways, that's a full day of training for me. Obviously, normally would have had a pretty intensive soccer training. But yeah, that's a full day of training at a college hybrid athlete in half marathon prep, club soccer season, and just overall trying to be the most athletic version of myself that I can and just physically fit overall. So thank you all for watching. This is Rhodes signing off for now.